place. And instead of being grateful to them for their kindness to her, she did all she could to make them miserable. She gave them nothing but bread to eat, and very little of that, and very little water to drink. So these 7 poor little princesses, who had been accustomed to have everything comfortable about them, and good food and good clothes all their lives long, were very miserable and unhappy. And they used to go out every day and sit by their dead mother's tomb and cry and say, "Oh, mother, mother, cannot you see your poor children? How unhappy we are, and how we are starved by our cruel stepmother." One day, whilst they were thus sobbing and crying, lo and behold, a beautiful pomelo tree grew up out of the grave, covered with fresh ripe pomelos, and the children satisfied their hunger by eating some of the fruit. And every day after this, instead of trying to eat the bad dinner their stepmother provided for them, they used to go out to their mother's grave and eat the pomelos which grew there on the beautiful tree. Then the Rani said to her daughter, "I cannot tell how it is. Every day those 7 girls say they don't want any dinner and won't eat any, and yet they never grow thin nor look ill. They look better than you do. I cannot tell how it is." And she bade her watch the 7 princesses and see if anyone gave them anything to eat. So next day, when the princesses went to their mother's grave and were eating the beautiful pomelos, the Prudden's daughter followed them and saw them gathering the fruit. Then Balna said to her sisters, "Do you not see that girl watching us? Let us drive her away, or hide the pomelos, else she will go and tell her mother all about it, and that will be very bad for us." But the other sisters said, "Oh no, do not be unkind, Balna. The girl would never be so cruel as to tell her mother. Let us rather invite her to come and have some of the fruit." And calling her to them, they gave her one of the pomelos. No sooner had she eaten it, however, than the Prudden's daughter went home and said to her mother, "I do not wonder the 7 princesses will not eat the dinner you prepare for them, for by their mother's grave there grows a beautiful pomelo tree, and they go there every day and eat the pomelos. I ate one, and it was the nicest I have ever tasted." The cruel Rani was much vexed at hearing this, and all next day she stayed in her room and told the Rajah she had a very bad headache. The Rajah was deeply grieved and said to his wife, "What can I do for you?" She answered, "There is only one thing that will make my headache well. By your dead wife's tomb there grows a fine pomelo tree. You must bring that here and boil it, root and branch, and put a little of the water in which it has been boiled on my forehead, and that will cure my headache." So the Rajah sent his servants and had the beautiful pomelo tree pulled up by the roots, and did as the Rani desired. And when some of the water in which it had been boiled was put on her forehead, she said the headache was gone, and she felt quite well. Next day, when the 7 princesses went as usual to the grave of their mother, the pomelo tree had disappeared. Then they all began to cry very bitterly. Now there was by the Rani's tomb a small tank, and as they were crying, they saw that the tank was filled with a rich cream-like substance, which quickly hardened into a thick white cake. At seeing this, all the princesses were very glad, and they ate some of the cake and liked it. And next day the same thing happened, and so it went on for many days. Every morning the princesses went to their mother's grave and found the little tank filled with nourishing cream-like cake. Then the cruel stepmother said to her daughter, "I cannot tell how it is. I have had the pomelo tree which used to grow by the Rani's grave destroyed, and yet the princesses grow no thinner, nor look more sad, though they never eat the dinner I give them. I cannot tell how it is." And her daughter said, "I will watch." Next day, while the princesses were eating the cream cake, who should come by but their stepmother's daughter? Balna saw her first and said, "See, sisters, there comes that girl again. Let us sit round the edge of the tank and not allow her to see it."